Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a file downloader kind of application in Node.js and Express, and we will be using the built-in Node.js module, which is file system module. So this is the application. So here you can just write a file here. You can just write some text here. Let's suppose I am writing this text inside this text area. A simple file editor where you can just download your own files we will be building. So here you can select your file extension. So if I select here text file, it will download a text file for me. If I click download, you will see text file will be downloaded. So this is kind of a notepad clone kind of application which lets you download any sort of extension files as you can. You can see this is a notepad. Simply if I create a file, you can see this is opened inside notepad. This is a simple text file. And now if I want to make a CSV file, so you can see the syntax of CSV file. This is comma separated values here. So if I do this like this, I think uh, this is a valid syntax of CSV. As you know, this is comma separated value. Now if you select CSV, click download file, you will see CSV file will be created and this will be open inside Microsoft Excel. You can see name, age. So this is a great utility kind of application. If you don't want to use your text editor, you can use my web service. This is the application developed, and soon I will be launching it on my freemediatools.com website as well, and I will be giving the link in the video description. You can just check the link. All the source code will be there inside the video description, so you can add more extensions as you want. You can also write HTML file as well if you want. This is a paragraph, so this will hold valid HTML as well. So if you don't want to open any sort of text editor, you can use this web service. Simply click download file, and if you click, this is a paragraph. So also you can add as many extension as you want. I have just added 4 or 5 sample extensions. So this is some JavaScript code here. So click download file and it will download it as a .js extension. So this is a simple notepad clone file downloader kind of a editor application. So all the source code regarding this application will be there inside the video description. I have given the link in the video description. So this is my complete blog post. Let me just open it. So this is a blog post, guys. You can see that build Node.js Express file downloader web app. So all the instructions are given in this blog post. The link will be there inside the video description. So two files are there. First is index.js file. This will hold the JavaScript code, and then we have got the HTML file which is holding EJS code. So we are using template engine of EJS for rendering out dynamic HTML as well. So this is required here. Let me just start building this application. So let me just stop the application for now, and let me just make a new directory here, which is editor, cd into this editor. And first of all, guys, just make npm init -y. So this will create the empty package.json file with the default options. Now you need to install 3 dependencies. First is Express. This will be the server. Then we will install EJS, which is a template engine, and then we will install NodeMon, which will automatically restart the application when we make any sort of changes. So this will take hardly 5 to 10 seconds. This totally depends upon your internet speed. So it is downloading it. So once it is downloaded, we will open it inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So let me open it. So this is a brand new directory here. You can see package.json file is created. So it is holding 3 dependencies: EJS, Express, NodeMon. Now we will create the starting point of the application, which is index.js. First of all, as usual, we will import Express. This is sample code for building any sort of Express application. We will make app variable, initialize it to Express. Then we will listen on a particular port number. And in the second argument, this is the callback function. So we can say app is listening on port 5000. So after that, we can make a GET request on the home route. So when we open the home page, we can load a simple file here. So we can say response.render. In case of EJS, we need to load a template engine file. For setting up, we need to set the view engine here like this with the help of set method. EJS, that's it. So now we need to make a views folder inside this. Inside this, we will make the file which is index.ejs file. So this will be holding the dynamic HTML which will be provided here. So let me just write a simple template. So change the title to file downloader, and inside this guys we will need some bootstrap. So for including the CDN, just type bootstrap CDN on Google and go to w3schools.com website and go to get started, and you will find your CDN. We only need the CSS part, so just copy this and paste it. And also we will need some jQuery as well, so click on jQuery, get started, and you will find this CDN. So simply paste it, and now we will guys write our HTML code. This is, we will use the container class of Bootstrap. Inside this we will provide the heading which will be downloader app. So now just inside package.json, now to start the application, just add the start script which is and inside this we will write nodemon. So just write this nodemon and the file name which is index.js. So now we can start the application. npm run start. So it will start this application on port 5000. So we can open this localhost 5000. So you will see this is our application file downloader app. Now simply what we want is that we want a simple form where we can select the extension and can provide the input. So we will put a form here, empty form tag. We will provide a ID to it, so we can target in jQuery. And inside this guys, what we want is that first of all we want I will just copy paste the code here, which is available inside my blog post. So simply you can just copy it. This is static HTML code. So this will be first of all be holding a text area where we can input files here. So just it is having the bootstrap class of form group, and it has a simple label of text and a text area, and we are providing a bootstrap class of form control. Rows is 5, you can just change it, and we have provided a ID to it of text, and it will automatically restart the application, and you will see a text area which is there where we can write some content. So after that we will have a select list where we can select the extension. So simply go to the blog post in the video description and download the source code. So you can see select file extension. We have given again this form control class, and we have given an ID of extension. So these are different extensions out there: text file, CSV file, doc, Word doc file, HTML, JavaScript. So if I reload the application, you will see this is extensions which are there: text, CSV, doc, HTML, JavaScript. After that we will have a button to simply submit the form. So this will have some bootstrap classes: button, button danger, and button block. So this will hold download file as a label. So if I refresh the application, you will see this will hold a button here, download file. So now the bare bone structure of the HTML is complete. Now we simply need to write the Node.js code. So inside this guys, we will make a, first of all we need to we need to write this JavaScript code. So first of all we need to get the input which the user submits inside text, and also which extension the user selects. So for that we will use the document ready function of jQuery. Document ready. So when all the elements are loaded on the screen, now first of all guys, what we want is that we need to target this text area which the user submits. So we can just have some variables which is text, content, and then we will have selected extension. So this will be default to text. It is selected. You can see default extension will be text. So now we will have this code which is form, We can select the form by its ID. We have provided this ID to it, form here. So when the form submits, you can see this is a submit method. So this will hold the e parameter. So we can prevent the auto submission of the form by using e.prevent default. And then we will get the text which the user just entered by using the syntax of jQuery, which is we can select it by the ID that we have provided here, which is text. And there is a val method which will get the value that the user entered. And similarly we can do this for extension as well. So this syntax is slightly different, so I will copy paste this code here. So copy it, paste it. So this will just select the extension which the user has selected. So we have provided a ID to it, which is extension here, you can see. So it will select the choice which the user has selected. After that, guys, what we want to do is that we need to call a custom function which is download file. We will provide the text content, and also we will provide the extension which is selected by the user. So now we can make this method, which is empty here, download file, and this will expect the text content, and it will expect the selected extension. So inside this method, guys, we simply need to make a simple AJAX call to our Node.js application. So the method here will be post, and the URL will be download file, and we will pass some data to it, which is the text, which will be there inside text content, and the extension. So we will pass two variables which will be selected extension, and the last variable will be last option is success callback. So when the request is successful, we will get data back from the Node.js server. So we can console log this data like this. So I think the HTML here, this code is complete on the client side. And also if the you can see, let me just see if it is completed. Yeah, this code is completed. Now we simply need to write this post request, which is download file inside our server. So simply app.post, and this download file, this is a path. So simple request response. And now to get the form variables, guys, we need to use another built-in module of Node.js, which is body parser. So just include this body parser middleware. And now to initialize it, we will write these two lines, body parser dot JSON. So don't worry about the depreciation. Just write these two lines, body parser dot URL encoded, and extend it to false. Now we can get the form variables. So first we will print out the text, which will be request.body.text, and also the extension request.body.extension. We can console log it, console log text, and console log extension. So now if I reload the application, guys, if I provide some kind of input here, click download file, you will see it will be printed out on the console here. If I change the extension to CSV, you can also see CSV is printed out. So now the application is working. Now we simply need to create the file. For creating the file on the server, we will need a dependency, which is a built-in dependency file system. So just require it, file system. So now there is a method here inside this module in order to create a file, which is write file sync. This method you need to use, and here you need to provide the path here. For having the path, we will create a dynamic path here with the help of date function, date.now, and we will have test dot, and we will concatenate the extension which the user has selected. That's it. And we will now pass this dynamic path, and also we will pass the text which the user has written. That's it. Now it will create the file, and after that we can console log a message on the screen that file created successfully. That's it. So now if I once again reload the application, if I provide some kind of text, click on download file, You will see file created successfully. If I check our directory, you will see this file is created. This is a text file. And simply you can also create a CSV file as well. Click download file, your CSV file is created. You can see that. So now we can simply create files here. Now we simply need to download this file on the client side. For downloading it, slide code is required. So inside this, first of all, we need to pass the path of the file with the help of response.json method. And this, we will pass the path like this. Path is equal to path. That's it. So this code is complete. Now we need to catch this path, which is, so if I once again run this, and if I click download file and click on inspect element, you will see I think the path is, we need to data.path, sorry, data.path. If I once again run this, click on download file, what is, let me just see guys, response.json path is equal to path. So let me just rerun the application. Click download file and you can see this is a path is returned to us inside the console here. Now we simply need to get a to download this file using this path. For doing that, you just need to refer my blog here. So just if you go to my blog, you will find this code which is there. After doing this, you need to write these two lines. Just copy it from my blog, paste it. So here we are simply opening, we are just calling it a get request to this route, which is slash download question mark path, and we are passing the path here. And then we are reloading the page with the help of location.reload. This is a built-in method in JavaScript to reload the page. Now we will go to this index.js Node.js server. We will make a get request of download files here. So if you see our code, this is the request app.get download. You simply need to plug this, copy this and paste it inside your application. It is just responsible for downloading a file as an attachment. So whenever users request the file, it will fetch it from its path. For doing that, we need to just include this library, which is path. This is again a built-in library of Node.js. So now your application is complete. Now we can test this application. Rather than it will download it as attachment. So if I run click download file, so you will see it will download it as attachment. If I open this, this is a text file, and if I now select CSV, this is your CSV file. Now if I select, let's suppose HTML, this is your HTML file. Now if I select doc file, which this is your doc file, which will open inside Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Word, and lastly we will have the JavaScript file. So you can create as many extensions as you want inside the select posts. I have just shown you the method. All the source code of this application will be there inside the video description, and at the bottom of the blog post I have given the file GitHub repository. You can just go to it and download this inside a zip file as well. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next video.